been a while since you guys have been greeted by good old Mr. Awesome here. This is just a little update. Today is Christmas Eve, so happy holidays to anyone that stumbles across this today or later. Happy New Year's if you stumble across it before then. And this is just a little update. Doing a little bit of the dishes here. When I initially left Florida, it was because it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. When I left, I was under a lot of duress. A lot of things weren't going my way. A lot of things were stressing me out. A lot of people were stressing me out. And I couldn't take it anymore. I had a breakdown and I peaced out. Scary, you guys. I'm good. And that's what I did. I packed up what little shit I had to pack up, which eventually got thrown away. If you don't know the thrown away story, there'll be a link right here. No, here, right here. Click that link, and you'll hear about the luggage being thrown away. But anyway, yeah. So I just, I packed up what little I had left, and I dipped out. I left the bigger things with friends, a friend, and I have since been in California. So now I'm here in California, and I'm looking back, and I'm looking at all the people who I used to hang out with, and looking at all this fun times that are going on in Florida. And I realized that I totally made the right choice. No, but I did realize, you realize that you have to do what needs to be done in order to benefit yourself. And, I'm having a lot of fun out here in California right now. I'm doing a whole lot of nothing, really. And, I'm studying, I'm getting my mind right, I'm getting myself together so that I can go to Seattle and pass this test. For those who don't know, this is a 135 question test, and I can only miss 27 answers. So that is putting a little bit of pressure on me. And I also only have 2.5 hours to do it. The last practice test I took, I had 4.5 hours to do it. It was a diagnostic exam. I had 4.5 hours to do it, and I ended up, not finishing it under, the proper stipulations, because when it came down to the end, I had 5 minutes, and I just guessed the last 16 answers, and it was 150 questions that I had to answer. So yeah, they're cutting off. You cut off 15 questions, but you also cut off a whole, I think it's a whole 2 hours from it. So that's a little worrisome. I'm in a better mental state than I ever was when I was in Florida. When I moved to Florida, a lot of messed up things happened, one after the other, and it wasn't a good place to be. I talk about this today because people think that I don't miss them, or that I don't, I don't care, or whatever, and that's not the case, and granted, a lot of these are female feelings, although there have been a couple guys weirding me out, not in a homosexual way, but just I'm not used to all this, not anymore, this sentimentalness that people portray, I don't know what to do with it. I'm not a very emotional person anymore, and because of that, I guess I would say that I've become a little bit more distant from people, you know, but you know, don't think I don't care about you guys over there, because I do. I miss you guys about as much as, you know, one person could miss one person, but you have to do what is beneficial for you. Like every now and again, I'll be sitting down and, you know, I'll get still because I have to take my internet, my resume off the internet, but I still get emails from people who are like, you know, we can't contact you because your phone is, you know, the number is no longer in service, yada yada yada, we want you to work for us. And you know, like I see the people who I used to hang out with the most, and everybody's having a good time, and it's like, you know, like it's fun times. Like I honestly will admit, I've been here, I've had a couple, you know, a few good nights out here. I've had some great nights out here, but I still don't think it compares to the level of fun that I had in Florida. And you know, that has nothing to do so much with the environment, but I just think it's the people, the level of energy that's produced from the people that I knew in Florida compared to most of the people that I know out here. There's a different level of energy, and that's, I think, because there's a different mentality involved. So, you know, like I do miss the amount of fun that I had in Florida, but you know, other than that extent, that's it. There's nothing else that I miss about Florida at all. You know, like I think Florida is one of the party hubs in the United States. Like everyone who I talk to, most people that I talk to, should I say, from a serious perspective, everyone, they hate Florida. Everybody wants to move. I have one friend who's actually, ironically, moving to Seattle. To Washington. I don't think it's in Seattle. I think it's actually a little bit west of Seattle. But she's moving to Washington too. So you know, like I had another a friend per se who almost got a job opportunity in Seattle. You know, like it's pretty funny actually, the amount of people who either almost moved to Washington or is moving to Washington, which is really interesting because I'm moving to Washington to get away from anybody that that knows me and that I know, so I can just kind of start fresh. And it's kind of funny that a lot of people are moving there. I mean, that's neither here nor there, but I just think that's kind of ironic how the world, you know, the world works itself out, because you know, those people who I enjoy hanging out with. Excuse the clankety clank clank. Those people who I enjoyed hanging out with, so it's nice to know that they're going to Seattle. As far as everything else is concerned, still looking for a job. Test is January 10th, so I head out to Seattle January 9th. So that's right around the corner for me. God willing that I pass, I'm gonna end up still being in California for another 3 months before they call me back out for the second portion of everything. So, you know, I gotta get a job, and let me tell you, it is the hardest thing in the world right now. And actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's not that hard. I'm just being a little bit lazy these days, a little bit lazier than usual. But yeah. So, in closing, you guys have again a great holidays and a happy New Year. You best believe you're gonna get a video from me in New Year time. That's right. Go ahead and add me on MySpace. If you stumble across this and you want to add me on MySpace, it's www.myspace.com/Egyptian Monkey. That's Egyptian spelled EGYPTIAN, Monkey spelled regularly. And also search for me on Facebook. Go to my fan page, add me on there. Lots of freestyle, lots of poetry, and soon to come, lots of art coming up on my Facebook fan page, and that is under Jonathan A. Kwame. When you type it in, you'll see 3 Facebooks. It'll be the one that says Extreme on it, and the other one is my regular page. The third one was an accident. That's a story for another time. You guys have a great day, a wonderful weekend, and happy holidays to everyone. Thanks for stopping by.